In today's video, I want to describe something called wastewater monitoring. And many people outside of the fields of infectious disease and public health might have heard about it. They might have seen wastewater reports in the newspaper about COVID being high or influenza being high. What does that actually refer to? So many different areas of the world, including many places in the United States, are working with their sewer authorities to monitor the pathogens, the infectious diseases that are in the wastewater. Because many infections, when you get them, you shed into your stool and it's in the sewer. And you can look at the levels in the sewer and say, is this thing here? Like, is polio in New York State? Is COVID in your city? Is it going up from the week before? Is it going down? Are there different variants there? Because you can look at it and do genetic testing to see, is the genes of this pathogen there? And it's becoming something increasingly used, but we're trying to figure out the best way to use it because it's not quite a weather forecast yet. We sort of understand when it's going up in the wastewater that in a couple of days you're going to see people showing up in emergency departments with COVID or influenza or RSV or whatever it might be. But we don't know how to standardize that, and we don't know what to tell people to do. Obviously, if you find something like polio in your wastewater in your given city or in your state, that tells you something bad is happening, and you need to aggressively try and address that with increasing vaccination, trying to find the cases. The same is true for Mpox. In many places, they would find Mpox before clinical cases, or much more Mpox in the wastewater than corresponded to the number of clinically diagnosed cases. So it may be kind of a backstop for things that aren't being diagnosed. Maybe people aren't getting tested, or they're afraid to come forward. The same is also true for measles. There's been places where measles has been in the wastewater, but there's no official cases, which tells you that cases are being missed. So wastewater is kind of the new way to do this. And eventually we'll be able to do wastewater where we look for unknowns, basically just looking for genes and then figuring out what those genes belong to, which viral family, for example. There's also interesting stuff going on with wastewater at international airports. So taking the wastewater from airplanes and seeing what might be on them. Also mass gatherings, for example, the World Cup, they're going to be doing a lot of wastewater monitoring at the World Cup to see what's spreading. So this is a way to really enhance our situational awareness of what's going on. And hopefully this is a project and a program that continues and has increased funding, and it's able to give us a lot more awareness of the infectious disease threats and give people actions to take to avoid them.